Hey, yo, welcome back to the TEP, Transferable Fans Podcast. It's Jew. It's Ed. Episode 91? 92. Episode 92. We on that home stretch. Thank y'all for rocking with us. We appreciate y'all. We got Ed here. We got Jew here. We got a unfamiliar voice. We got my brother here. Bullo. Yeah. What's up with you, Bull, man? How you doing, man? Thank you for coming on today, by the way.
For sure, man. Anytime, man. It's been a long time since I've been on. It's been a long time since I've been in Dallas, actually.
How long has it been? Like a year?
Since I've been on?
A little over a year?
No. He was here during the summer.
Bro, last time you been on the show.
Oh, yeah, that was over a year. That was
that's
21. Yeah.
Easily over a year. How you doing, man? How you been living, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I can't complain. Things looking up. Mm-hmm. Year ending. Mm-hmm. I'm a dad.
Whoa.
Yeah. That in itself is like a man.
Last time you was here, you was not a father.
Nah, not officially.
It
was brewing at that time.
Yeah.
Last time
it was in a pot.
Yeah, all up in that oven, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, it's just been a while. Mm-hmm. But I'm just chilling, man. Just trying to figure it out. On the verge of moving, so that's what we out here for right now. Mm-hmm. Just looking for another place. Mm-hmm. Seeing what we gonna set up. Drop some roots down. Yeah, man.
That's some pretty like heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a bachelor, no kids. So like life is still like very much open to me.
Yeah.
Like I can do whatever I want. I can wake up tomorrow and say, "Hey, I want to go to a trade school."
Yeah, it's easier to uproot.
Yeah, uproot.
Oh yeah.
So, but when you, my bad. I don't want to get too deep. Should I check on Ed?
No, go ahead.
Yeah. No. I was just saying that, like, as a single man, like watching your friends become family units.
Yeah,
it's a very jarring thing. Like, I wonder what you think about on a daily. I wonder what your priorities like. Yeah. Like how has that switched for you, like over these last couple of months or whatever?
It's as jarring as it might seem from the outside looking in. It's like 10 times that being in it is like whenever we first found out that we was having a baby, bro, I had like quit my job like 5 days before.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I was like going to trade school. I wasn't single, but I was able to we made a decision like, all right, babe, I'm about to go back to school, get a little tech situation going. And so in my mind, I'm still like free. And then a few days later, it's like, oh no, you not actually. Yeah, and so for me, it was like I'm like kind of an optimistic person, but I'm also logical. So optimistic me was like, oh well, yeah, I really got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really about to happen. Yeah. But logic me was like, man, let me go back to this bank and get this job back, man. I done left these people.
You got to make a way.
Yeah, man. And that's just where I came from, just how I grew up. So for me, it changed because I'm like, now I have that like, it's like this like looming anxiety that you have like whenever you know that you gotta like take care of another life. Yeah. Like it's not anxiety to where it's like, stifling your movement. It's anxiety like every little step you take is like,
has a repercussion.
It's way more implications.
Yeah, like
this don't just affect me.
Yeah, like and how I know how it's gonna affect me. Yeah, but how is it gonna affect him? Yeah, you know what I'm saying, or her whoever you are. But it's man. It's like it's very every day. Like I wake up and I'm like, all right, one, I gotta make sure that I'm like alive all day. Like I gotta make sure that I make it home. Like I can't
Alive all day.
Not to get too deep, but like death is something that I think about every day now, like deeply. And I'm just like, man, like I couldn't imagine like leaving him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a part of that anxiety is like, all right, I just got to make sure I just make it home. And like for a lot of parents, you'll see, like I used to think like, man, when people become parents, bro, they just be homebodies. Like they don't really move. You know what I'm saying? They don't really move around. And now I'm like, I can kind of see why. Like you don't want to leave because it's just that possibility that you might not come back. So it's like it's just a looming anxiety.
Yeah, I was about to throw a little jokey in because I was gonna say that's easy for him. He worked from home.
That's also true.
Yeah,
it's easier to make you back home.
Shout out to Tech.
I'll leave home.
Shout out to all my techies out there. Y'all know what's up. You know
to
what I'm saying?
Home.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's and that was one of those things. That was one of those decisions that I made. Was that
what your work gonna look like?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I had already made a decision to like go into tech, and I went in it selfishly because I was like, I don't want to continue to work at the bank, but I also want to make money. Like I want to genuinely make way more money than I make now.
Yeah.
And so going into it, I was just like, you know, how do I see myself being a parent? You know, do I want to be there?
That's a good question to ask yourself.
Yeah, like, and that was something that I would like ask myself every day. Bless you, every day before he came was like, you know, what does this look like for me? Like, you know, shout out to my dad, man, a great man, bro, a great man.
He's a good man.
Yeah,
your dad is a great man.
Shout out to you, man, Big E, man,
Big E.
He like, I'm taking things from my childhood and like thinking back on those things and reminiscing on those moments where I felt like, man, this the greatest parenting ever. You know what I'm saying? And it might not have been, but for me, it was just.
But
like,
you don't think about it like that in the moment,
know, right?
Yeah.
But you know, taking those moments and being like, okay, how can I like use that in this time? Like, how can I transfer that or translate that into, you know, what's going on now to where I'm not making him or making it seem like I'm really reserved or what's the word I'm looking for? Conservative in my ways of parenting, but I'm still like, he's still getting those morals and principles type thing.
Yeah.
And do I want to be gone all the time? Like, do I want to spend 10 hours of my day outside the house? 8 hours sleep and only have, you know what I'm saying?
This much for him.
Exactly. So I started thinking about how I wanted to work, and I was just like, oh, work from home is like perfect. Because even, you know, I'm not having to see everybody all day. I might have 2-3 meetings a day. And after that, I'm working, but he like right behind me, crawling around. You know what I'm saying? Like he see me. Like I see my dad every day. Like that was important to me. That was like a big thing to me.
I feel like that's a very impressionable way to go about it. My son needs to see me every day.
Yeah.
My son needs to see me acting, providing, being like a stalwart in the house.
Yeah,
you know
being present.
Being present. Yeah.
If you think about it, bro, like the generation.
Because they soaking that in, even though they might not say, you know.
And they might not even know it. Nobody really knows how much of
has anybody ever known it?
Yeah. Because if you think about it, bro, like we came up, like we were raised by like a generation that it was just like we gonna get out and grind no matter how much time it take.
Yep.
And although we appreciate the sacrifices that was made, it's like just imagine if they were in the house more often. Like my dad was working at the plants for a very long time, bro, 12 hours a day. Yep. So I know that he grinding it out, trying to make sure we got J's and we got this and we got that. But I'm also, he coming home and he like, man, I'm tired, man. I'm, you know, they work me this and that and this and that. It's cold outside. I'm climbing ladders that's icy. And you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about that. Like, man, I would rather you be here than like risk your life like that. You
doing
know
that, yeah.
And so I'm thankful that he's still here, but I'm also like, man, I think about sometimes like how he feel about the time that was missed, or or if he even think about it, he might not even think about it because that's just how they are. Like it's just I'm gonna work. Like that's
it's just head down.
You know,
I'm about to say that'd be the irony and the trade off because it's like I can be here all the time, but then the quality of life would be different, or I can not be here as much. And you miss on that part, but the quality of life.
But you get everything you want,
right? And for him, he might be thinking like, my kid is happy. That's all I can ask for. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
They taken care of,
right?
Yeah, because I even think about that now. Just with myself and like the balance of it is like if I really was just money hungry and that's all I cared about, I could figure out a way to go get a job where I can work 60, 70 hours and make more money. But at that point, it's like, how much of your life are you giving up for that? And like trying to balance that out. I was actually having a conversation about that today about where it was like the goal of mine is to always make as much money as I can, but within certain parameters though.
Yeah.
I like the fact that I only work Monday through Friday for the most part. I like the fact that my days are over with typically at 5:30. I don't work till 7:10. And it's like them my parameters that I always want to like see how much of a life I can make of myself, but within those parameters, because once I feel like I go out of that, then it tipped the scales and then it take away from somewhere else, And I just been thinking about that from that perspective because I was actually talking about like that kind of stuff with somebody. I was like, it's like I personally just want to know how much money I can make within those parameters, because if I got to go beyond those, I was gonna deprive somewhere else out of my life, and I don't want to do that if I don't have to.
Yeah,
but like I say, but then again, when you got kids, you think about that where it's like, well, it ain't just about me. So it's like, if I got to take that, deprive myself of certain things for them to live a better life.
Yeah.
Are you really a bad parent for doing that? Or, like not bad, but you know what I'm saying? It's like,
but
that's honorable in itself, because it's like, it's taken away from that, but it's providing a better life. And that's why parenting's so tricky, man. And it's so nuanced.
You just don't know, bro. You literally just don't know. Like,
and then you just don't know how different stuff affect different kids and people and stuff. Because somebody might say, "Man, my dad was never around, but I had all I wanted." But at the end of the day, what I wanted most was him. But it's like,
But what he wanted most was to make sure that you was good, right? Like,
especially
how do you balance that?
Especially too, it depends on like the parents, the upbringing that your parents had, where they be like, "Man, I don't never want my kids to feel like they can't ask me for something or they can't get something that they want, and I want to be able to provide." So it's like, okay, well, I'm a work X amount of hours a week so they can get that. That's why I say, man, life is so nuanced. I don't think it's very black and white, and it's always like you got to have context to fully understand anything.
Yeah, it's fluid. It's like very fluid. Like you just got to be able to like move within it, or be open enough to like transform yourself to what you need to be to whoever you are around or whatever kid you have. Like, with my dad, like he was like open with me with everything. So it was like kind of like you said, he was like, man, my dad used to use the same toothbrush for years.
Yeah,
I never wanted to be that type of person. You know what I'm saying? Or I never wanted my kids to have to feel like they had to wait on this or wait on that. So for me, at a young age, it was kind of like I just understood. It was just like, hey, it is what it is. Like, it's cool. I got friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to go wherever I need to go. I'll see you when I see you. I know your schedule. So if I want to be around you, when you get off, I'm going to be at home. You know what I'm saying? And so, but everybody not like that. And everybody don't take it that same way. So for me, like with my kid, it's kind of like, wanting to work within those parameters and get as much money as possible in those parameters. But if I can be at home during my day job, 8 hours a day, and he be at home and we see each other and, I'm there when he wake up or I'm waking him up and stuff like that, I'm cool with that. And then if I need to work extra hours after hours, then I done already had all day with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's not if, I'm doing a podcast or if I'm just doing a side job or something just to make some extra money, it's not as big of a deal as it would be if I'm just gone all day. Yeah. And he don't see me all day whenever he go to sleep or whenever he wake up. Yeah. That's how I look at it. And that was like really big for me. That was like one of the biggest decisions for me whenever I was waiting on him to get here, to be honest.
It makes sense.
Seems like you weighed your way of life versus the way of life that you wanted to be and the father you wanted to be for your child.
Yeah, like it's like going to the beginning, like it was,
and that could be a conflict sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but and just going back to the beginning, like that's what I thought about whenever I say I think about what I want and then, how it's going to affect me. And then I'm like, oh, well, no, it's not just about like it's how it's going to affect me. It might affect me this way, or I don't ask for much. So I don't really care a lot of times how it is. Like if I can pray there, I can stay there. Like if I ain't got it right now, I ain't got it right now. Like
I can pray there, I can stay there.
Yes, sir.
Like I never heard that one before.
But if I got him, I don't want him to be just anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to be in just any situation.
Yep.
So I would struggle just, you know what I'm saying, just until I get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But with him, it was just kind of like, nah, like I want to make sure, if I got to do whatever I got to do, I'm going to do that just to make sure that he good, just to make sure that he comfortable and he don't, you know what I'm saying, feel the situation that we really in. I really didn't want that. So that was like, just from the beginning, bro, like it was always, okay, well, how is this going to affect him? Like, how is this going to affect him? And not just him, you know what I'm saying? Me and his mom are together, like, you know what I'm saying? So I got a family.
That's the most beautiful thing about it,
like,
that y'all together.
Yeah, like I got a family. So I'm also thinking about, okay, how does she feel? Like, I'm a man. I can pee outside. I can, you know what I'm saying, do whatever I need to do. Yep. But she can't, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't want her to.
She needs things.
Right. So it's like
a lot more things than you.
Exactly. So it's like, it's being selfless on the greatest level, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't realize, like with dads, bro, like that was another thing, like with just being a dad, bro. You don't realize like how much dads really don't get praised. Like we ain't gotta go deep into that, bro.
Talk about it.
And
I'm not a dad.
Yeah, and I'm not saying like I don't get praise, or you know what I'm saying, I don't get recognized for,
just
you know what I'm saying,
fathers in general.
Yeah, like just fathers in general. Like, shout out to women, bro. Like, it's I done seen things, you know what I'm saying, and I appreciate that. But shout out to the men that's out here, bro. Like,
the active fathers, man.
Yeah, shout out to man. Like, fathers. Shout out to
there's a lot of men present.
Yeah, like
they don't get to.
Right, and there's a lot of men.
It's
a lot of men that's more present than the women. It's a lot of fathers that's more present than the mothers. It's a lot of fathers that's still in it whenever the mother ain't even trying to let them be there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
talk about it
and trying. So
talk about it.
Just, I think that's a big thing that I didn't really realize until like I was in the position, not because anything in my life showed that, but it was just the things that I was doing and the things that I sacrificed and the things that I would see. I would think about those times where I would see fathers in orange, you know what I'm saying? And at every game, taping all the football games, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see like,
at practice.
Yeah, man. Like just people that we would see, you know what I'm saying, becoming coaches. Like they might go to school just so they can be a coach for the schools with their son.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it happens a lot.
It's just stuff like that. Like it's just like, man, nobody talk about that though. Like they might, people will say something negative about it beforehand. They'll say something negative about it. Especially with like a sport dad or somebody that's like really there trying to push their kid. They'll say something negative about it before they be like, man, that's a good dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, he's sacrificing a lot to be with that dad. Like, I was watching something about like Ja Morant, and somebody was like, yeah, his dad gave up his hoop dreams so that he can push Ja Morant to get there.
I saw that.
A lot of people don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, and that's something that I ain't realized until like after, having a kid. Is just like, man, like shout out to mothers out there, but man, them fathers that stayed there, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dad again, man. Like, it's just people that it's some men out there that like put that Superman cape on, man, and bulletproof. Yeah, but you feel me? Don't get recognized for that.
I was thinking, I don't know. This is funny because it's all kind of just tying to the random thoughts today. Because I was thinking about my dad, and shout out my dad too. And I was like, yeah, I did see him like as Superman growing up. I was like, that's crazy how like boys really be seeing their fathers as like Superman. Like, they human, bro. Yeah, but it'd be like you really be seeing them as Superman. Like they just know everything. Just
got always got the answer.
Yeah, I'm about to say the quintessential example of a man.
Yeah. And and you think about it, bro. Everybody dad different.
Yeah.
Everybody dad different, but you can't tell me my dad ain't like that dude, bro. Like you couldn't tell me that my dad wasn't that dude growing up, bro. I'm talking about I'm on his ankles all the time. Like it's just the way that you look up to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, he gonna come home today. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no way that my daddy ain't coming home. It ain't nobody that can mess with him.
I like to see it when little boys look at their father with that adulation, man. That's good. I'm like, okay.
It's a beautiful
So it's not like just the dynamics that the society try to push us. It ain't, I mean, granted, it is present. We're not gonna act like it's not, but it's some boys that they look up to their dad still with that adulation and stuff, man. And
I had to reconnect with my dad because my dad wasn't there.
Yeah.
My dad wasn't there as a child. I had my stepfather. Shout out to Marvin.
Yeah.
But I didn't have him there. But he came home about 3 years ago. So it's been very interesting to me to like reconnect.
Yeah.
Cause like what y'all been saying is great. I had that longing for that. You know what I mean? Like, dang, where's my father to teach me how to change the alternator? Where's my dad to teach me how to, Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of those points in my life had already passed. Yeah. I mean, all of them pretty much have passed by the time he came home. Like, really came home,
Yeah.
And over these last 4 years, because he came home in 2018, it's been like kind of interesting to see how we build that repertoire. Or
how y'all learn each other.
Yeah, how we learn each other, because it's like, bro, this is me. Like, this is me as presently constructed when you got here. And we had our bumps and bruises. We had to have our real conversations like, hey, this me, bro.
Yeah.
You can't mold me into something that you want me to be because I've already lived 27 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 25 years.
Yeah.
Like all that is done. Like you gotta like understand that.
Yeah.
That's done.
Yeah. You can't
you can't put me back into a 12-year-old's place at 25.
Yeah.
Too much of my life has been lived. Mm-hmm. And that's something I had to talk to him about. Like, hey, I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? You a man. But at that point, you talk as men.
Yeah.
There was no Superman for me, Ed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There wasn't that. It's like, okay, they got a dude up there that's my father. You know what I'm saying? I got to figure out who they is.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to paint him in a bad light.
That's your truth, though.
But that's my truth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we have done a great job. Like, you got to get the static out the way early.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the conversation I said I had, well, we had that like in 2018 when he came home.
Yeah.
Like the second we came home, like, hey, man, I'm a man. I didn't already had sex.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Hey, no, I'm being real. Just transferable experience.
Yeah.
I already did that. Went to school, got my degree.
Yeah.
All this stuff. Learn how to drive, all this stuff without you.
Yeah.
But I don't see that as your failure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Please know that I'm not hanging that over your head.
Yeah.
But you gotta know that these are experiences that I experienced on my own.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Had to learn on my own with other help. I had other male figures.
Yeah.
So I'm not just completely robbed of it.
Yeah.
But when we had that, it hurted him. It hurted me to say it.
Yeah.
Huh?
But after we got over that, like, we are so good now.
Yeah.
Like we talk to each other like how I talk to y'all. Like, man, you seen the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, them boys out there tripping. Yeah, they tripping. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But you gotta get that out the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that, I think that gave me a little boost to my manhood, because the person I thought I was and how I handle things, he validated that in like a extended way. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I really appreciate that. So shout out to my dad, but like those experiences for me make me want to be more active in my child's life. Right. Mm-hmm. So that's why I wanted to ask you, like, is the way that you wanted to be a father and the way that you are a father, is that different, or is it everything that you wanted to be?
Oh yeah, it's totally different. Like
how you think you was gonna be, then. Because it's different when they in your face.
Yeah,
you know,
nah, it's bro. The thought of being a dad and like actually being a dad, bro, like it's two totally different things. Like it's not.
I would bet it is.
Like, like having a kid, bro. Like, it's literally having a mirror walk around the room, or walk around the house all day. Like when I'm in the house, bro, like one of the biggest things right now, bro, that I see is his attitude.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But you got attitude too.
Exactly. So I'm like, when I look down, it's a mirror like looking right back at me. And at this age, like he's only one. So at this age, he got that from somewhere, but I know that he don't understand like how he can't communicate. So if I'm telling him like, nah, you can't do that. Nah, you can't say that. I have to like train myself to be like, well, he don't even understand what you're saying right now. Mm-hmm. So I have to like be gentle, or I have to like breathe and be patient. You know what I'm saying? I can't just be on some, nah, you can't do this or you can't do that, or just jumping at him or jumping on him just because, you know what I'm saying? Or just because he did something that I feel like I wouldn't deem the right to do. You know what I'm saying? Like right now his thing is like plugs. He like to like literally just unplug stuff. And so in my mind, so in my mind, like as a parent, I want to jump at him and grab him and be like, no, don't mess with that. Like, because you gonna get hurt.
But that's just curiosity.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that's what I was about to say. So I had to be patient. He pulled out the plug. I had to be patient to see what he was doing, why he liked to do that. He trying to figure out how to plug it back in. So
he trying to see how that worked.
Yeah, he trying to see, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, man. And so it took a while for me to be like, all right, man, like, but it's everything. Like it's everything. It's from him pulling stuff down off the table. You know what I'm saying? Like
when they get that grasp.
Yeah, like
when they get that grab, when they understand.
We have a glass coffee table. So he'll be at the coffee table and smack it like he playing dominoes.
No.
And I'm like, hey man,
chill out.
But I'm like, well, he don't even know that that's glass. Like he don't even know what'll happen if he
he don't even understand the concept of glass.
Yeah, he just hear.
He's just doing.
Yeah, he just hear the noise and he like, oh, me doing that makes this noise? Like
he like the noise.
Yeah, like, and so it's just stuff like that where I'm just like, initially I'll be like, hey, don't do that. But that's me as a father being like, I don't want you to get hurt. Like I know what come with that. So I'm trying to shield you.
Mm-hmm. But so that's you have lived 28 years of life compared to a kid that's one that don't know nothing about nothing.
Exactly.
I was gonna ask you, what's your stance on like? Okay, I'm putting this very plainly.
Spare the rod, spoil a child.
No, not on that. But like talking to a baby with like the goo goo gaga, or do you just talk to them like straight up?
I'll talk to them.
Because some people do the, oh, okay, you try to, you know, yeah, goo goo goo. Do you do that?
No. Because when he was in the stomach,
I don't think I wouldn't do that either. But explain that to me, like to you.
Because I
don't think I do that. Like,
because if at some point you want the kid to understand you,
like regular volume, regular tone, like
at some point
it ain't always gonna be nice and cute and sweet.
I have time where I'll talk to him like I'm just animated. So when I'm talking to him, I'll talk to him in different voices and stuff like that. But when I'm talking to him, Like, don't do that. Oh, come on, get up, or stuff like that. I'm just like talking to him like a human being because he's a human being. When he was in the stomach, I was talking to him regular. I wouldn't, no, my baby, nah, bro, no. Mm-hmm. I'm talking to you like a human because if at some point in time, this baby got to understand you. Like, this is a human. Yeah. Regular humans don't talk to regular humans like that.
They don't.
So for him to understand, it's like a language. So,
I always wondered that. I always wondered, like, how do people go? Because some people do talk to their kids like that.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah,
goo goo gaga, like, you know, like all this stuff. But like,
yeah, like, or you want your Bobby? No, you want a bottle? You want a cup? You want some food?
Hey, nigga, you hungry?
Or like,
hey fam, you want something to eat?
Like, yeah, like you want some food, or like if I'm feeding him snacks,
very interesting.
Yeah, if I'm feeding him snacks and he wants some more, you know, he'll like scream, like just loud, like a loud screech, and like just to get your attention. And that was one thing too. In the beginning, I was like, I would turn around like, "Hey, man!" Like, but he's scaring me because I'm like, "What's going on?" You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, "Hey, man, don't do that." Mm-hmm. But I have to, instead of like being like, "Don't do that," like, "Don't scream," like, "You can't do that." It's just like, you want some more. And so when kids get to a certain point, when they like start developing their voices and stuff, they start repeating what you say. They like a mockingbird. Like they look at your mouth and then they make that same sound. Essentially, is what's happening.
They formulate.
So you want more, and he'll be like more. I'm like, all right, and then I give him something. And then if I turn around, if I give him something, he finished it. I turn around, he be like more. I'm like, all right, bet. Like, that's why you don't, you know what I'm saying, talk to him like that, because that'll hinder a kid for a long time. And I ain't no doctor, so I'm just a new dad that's learning. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I've observed.
New dad.
Yeah.
Like I was told, man, parenting don't have no handbook.
Yeah,
you just learn on the job.
And everybody kid is different, because I can have another kid and it'll be way different than he is.
Yeah, might not talk. It's a different dynamic too, where between a son and a daughter.
Exactly,
because I want a daughter, and I could imagine myself with a daughter doing that. But with a son, I would never talk to a son that way.
Why would you talk to a daughter like that?
Because I'm raising a man compared to raising a daughter.
Nah, I talk to my daughter the same way.
So I'd be more prone to be like, "Oh, you so good," but I wouldn't talk to my son that way.
I would be soft, but like, I just want. There's just realities of life that I want my kids to know that I try to see. I'm talking from the you're on the other side. You're on the other side.
But your original question was like, was your perception of you being a father different than the actual thing?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm like, I'm raising a man.
You are black man.
Yeah. So in my mind, I'm like, nah, like, it's morals, principles you got to stand on. This is what was taught to me. Mm-hmm. This is how it was taught to me. This is how I'm going to teach you. But in real life, I'm like, bro, putty, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, this is the cutest kid in the world, dog. Like, I'm just like, man.
I love you, man.
Yeah, I'm like, man, you know, he might do something. I'll be like, Emery, you need to chill, bro. And he'll just look up. I'll be like, but come here, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just... You like I'm gonna still be that, but you know what I'm saying. Like when you look at your kid and then he looked like you like for me, everybody different, but for me, he'll look up at me looking like me, and I think back to me. You know what I'm saying, as a kid, and I'm just like,
that'll bring me to
maybe
tears,
I just needed a hug. You know what I'm saying? And I just like when he got an attitude and he like swinging and hitting and he screaming. You know what I'm saying? I think back to dang. I used to do that too. What, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I just needed a hug. Maybe I just wanted attention. Maybe I just, you know what I'm saying? But in the moment, obviously, I ain't know that. Yeah. So obviously, he don't. So initially, I'm like, man, you need to chill out. You know what I'm saying? But I'll pick him up and be like, hey, man, chill. Like, it's all right. It's all right. Come on. Well, what you want? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I just feel like that's beautiful moments, man.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around how parents was waking up every 2 hours at the beginning. Like, I still can't grasp that concept.
Bro.
How long that lasted for y'all?
Bro, for like 2 months.
Yeah, see, I can't fathom that.
It was like...
I know you can't.
Nah. But the thing is, bro, either, you know, the funny thing is, like, it's another thing a lot of people don't talk about. Like a lot of people talk about how like motherly instincts kick in, and that's just something that's just normal to them, and this and that and this and that. But people don't talk about how much energy fathers get in that moment, bro. Like for that first month, I'm running off of like 1, 2, 3 hours of sleep for like 2 months straight. And this is the time like I'm still looking for a job and stuff. I'm like doing all of these like odd jobs and stuff. So I'm like doing almost everything, bro, because you know, my girl, she couldn't like really move around like that because of what was going on with her body. You know what I'm saying? Like,
of course.
So for me, I'm like, you know, he wake up, I pop up instantly. All right, he need a bottle. Let me get him a bottle. He's screaming through the house. And at the time, we were staying with my mom. So they teachers. So he's screaming at 2 o'clock in the morning. I instantly hop up. All right, let me get this bottle. Yeah. Shut him up. All right, like I'm going to put him to bed now. Let me burp him. You know what I'm saying? Like I get up. I might stay up. He might be up for like 3-4 hours. Straight. So that I was when we were in the hospital, because I didn't know about the 2-hour thing at first. I didn't know about that.
Oh my goodness, that ain't something I want to find out in real time.
Yeah, bro.
I'd be like, wait, huh?
And I want to tell everybody out there right now, the way that they depict pregnancy and parenthood in movies is not real, bro. It's not real.
It's much more real.
It's not real, bro, and it's extended. But it's I didn't know about it until he was born, and we were in the hospital, and the nurses come in. Okay, you need to like feed him every 2 hours, and and it's gonna be every 2 hours on the hour. You want to make sure he's getting food. You want to make sure he's, you're changing his diaper and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I said every 2 hours. She was like, no, every 2 hours. And I'm in my mind, I'm like, if I ain't gotta wake him up, I ain't gonna wake him up. It's a baby, bro. When I say every 2 hours on the dot,
right there,
I'm like, hey, what, bro? Every 2 hours on the dot. Like I'm setting alarms. He up 2 minutes before the alarm, screaming. I'm like, oh, okay. So the first 2 days we in there, and I'm like, the nurses coming in and out. And so sometimes if it get too much, they'll take the baby into the nursery for a few hours, and they'll take care of it, let you get some sleep. Man, after that second day, we was about to go home, and they were like, do y'all want to stay like one more day? Because you can stay one more day if you want to, or you can go home. And I knew she wanted to go home, but I was like, hey,
we might need assistance.
I was like, hey, let me get like one more day. And I was uncomfortable. I'm sleeping on the couch. It ain't like a pull-out bed or nothing. But I'm like, I'll do that just to get another day. But we went home, man, and it was like a switch just flipped. Like as soon as we got there, man, we had everything set up, and it was just like clockwork, man. He got up. Or we'll have him in like a bassinet, and at a certain time, like he just started sleeping in the bed with us. So I just have him like on my chest. He started screaming. I just reach over, grab a bottle, and just, you know what I'm saying, like
just automatic.
Yeah, and you kind of get in your groove. You know what I'm saying? And like that's kind of what happened. And then at a certain point, it was just like he started sleeping a little bit longer. So now you kind of like changing with him, like. Every day he's changing, so you kind of like changing the way that you move. So
how much you give, how much you
and you might have something in place where this is just your groove. Like he crying, you give him this. If he crying and he don't want to take that, check his pamper, stuff like that. At a certain point in time, it's just kind of like you guessing. It's just like, well, let me smell him. You know what I'm saying? Like let me grab his diaper real quick. Or, you know what I'm saying, he just ate, but he crying. And, well, let me make sure he ain't nothing wrong with him. And it was a couple of times like, man, let's take him to the hospital. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, when they can't talk and you got to just figure out why they crying yourself.
But that's a beautiful thing about like having parents, bro. Well, we was there with my mama. Man, he'll start screaming and I can hear from the living room, give him some milk. I'm like, man, that's what I'm talking about.
Bro,
like,
they just be knowing.
They just know, bro.
They just know
it's just a cry. Like it's just the frequency of a cry. You know
yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying?
like, this what it is.
Yeah, like, and so
that had to be nice to be around people that done went through that before.
Oh yeah, man.
So it wasn't just y'all by yourselves.
Yeah, that was a blessing, man. That was a blessing.
I don't want to get flagged, but I remember my niece. My mama knew to give her an enema because how she was crying, she constipated.
Yeah,
and I was like, "How you know that?" She was just like, "She constipated." Gave her an enema.
It's a cry, bro.
And that's
crazy,
and it fixed it.
Bro, I'm talking about.
And this was a homemade enema. Yeah. And it's soap. Yeah. If you know, you know. Soap. I would just say soap. But anyway. Yeah.
But yeah, like with parents, especially parents that like raised a lot of kids or like went through it a few times. Like they just it's kind of like a singer or like somebody that play instruments, bro. They just hear it and be like G major, E minor. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like
it's like it's a certain crowd. Like, you know, if they constipated, they might not be able to belt as much because they stomach hurting. You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird, man. But did I figure that out? No, I still don't know. And I probably won't, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like it's just
okay. I don't want to reduce your child to a machine, but you know how when your car stops, you see what you look for the sounds.
That's literally what it is, bro.
Is the battery? Okay, it might not be the battery. Okay, it's clicking. Oh, that's the starter.
I'm about to say, you could kind of tell you crank it was kind of going. It don't start at all. Okay, that's the
But if it come on, but it's clicking, starter.
Is it turning over? Yeah.
But I feel like you can do that with a child too. Like, you know, like okay, they ain't do this. Okay, it might be this. Yeah. Is it like that?
Yeah, like, well, not for me, but you talking about like just trying to figure it out, just like diagnose it. It's just you just try stuff. Like, if he been crying for a long time, like right now his teeth coming in. So, bro, I didn't know that kids, like whenever their teeth coming in, they get diarrhea.
I never knew that.
Exactly, bro. Because who would think that you want your teeth piercing through your gums?
Why does that even? Yeah,
but. I don't know, but if you really like get into it, like there's a lot of stuff like at the bottom of your feet, you can touch something and then your gut will release. Like it's just it's like that's what acupuncture is. You know what I'm saying? Like pressure point. So
I need that.
Yeah, but that's like right now that's what we're going through. So like he like crying and whining a lot right now. Yeah. And so for me, I'm like, well, you've been eating all day, so you're not hungry. You know, you pooping regularly, you know what I'm saying? But now it's irregularly because you pooping like 3 times a day and it's like it's diarrhea, bro. So we can like flag that if y'all want to, but that's what it is. And so it's kind of like trying to figure out where that's coming from because we take him to the doctor and they like, well, he ain't running a fever, you know what I'm saying? He's not sick, he's not coughing, he's not sneezing and stuff like that. And then we take him to the dentist, and the dentist like,
his teeth coming in.
Yeah, the dentist like, we see his teeth coming in. Has he had diarrhea? And we're like, what? Yeah, he has actually. Yeah. It's like, well, that's what it is. Like, has he been crying a lot? Yeah, he has. But sometimes, we're a black family, bro. That baby crying. Go to sleep. Like, that baby needs a nap. That baby tired. Yeah. But it's like. Nah, his teeth coming in, so it's messing with your body differently. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the biggest thing. Is just like trying to figure out.
I would imagine though, as they become a little bit more independent, it become a little funner. Like the fact that he walking now, is it more fun and he can actually like. I don't know. He just ain't as like just laying there anymore.
Well, that's like one of those things. Bro.
Like in my mind, that'll be more fun for the parent. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I get it.
Like rather a baby that just sit there and cry. And
I'm laughing at the fact.
It seemed like it's more tedious and more work, but now it's like, I can play. We can. It's fun, and he want to run and do stuff.
Over the summer,
I get it. No, I get it.
But in my mind.
I get it. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's like
this is a human.
That was like the biggest thing, bro. Like over the summer, like we were in the house a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, I want to go down to the park or something, man, he can't slide down the slide.
Yeah, he can't do it.
He can't just run around, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's kind of like, man, well, I'm going to have to hold you the whole time. All I'm going to do is sit down. We just being out here. So I just started going for walks. But now he walking and stuff. Now I'm excited. I'm like, man, let me go like buy a football or something. Let me go like, let's go run.
Get active.
Or now I just want to wrestle him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just regular stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You can be active.
Yeah. And so he's like picking himself up. Like he'll fall and like kind of pick himself up, get back up. He's walking like by himself totally now. So he's just like walking around. Like,
at what age did he walk?
One. So he
like right at 12 months?
Nah, right at 12 months, he started like letting go of stuff.
Okay.
But probably last week, so like a year and a month. So was that 13 months? So that's when he like started just walking. He just started taking off by himself. Mm-hmm. And then he'll like fall and then he'll pick himself up on something, or he'll like walk from one thing to another thing to make sure he got that balance. Mm-hmm. And it's just like kind of building confidence up. Which is like a life lesson, bro. Sometimes you just, it's the small steps, bro, the small victories, man. Mm-hmm. You get to one spot to another, catch your footing, and then go to the next spot. But yeah, like that's him walking. I'm like more excited about that because I'm like, all right, now you about to start playing sports soon. Like you about to start like we be wrestling and stuff. Like once he start running, we just gonna go outside to the field.
He's gonna start getting into stuff now.
Yeah,
he can just walk over there.
Yeah.
Now you gotta keep your eye on him because it ain't a crawl where you can. It's a little slower, so you can kind of. Now, how you got over there?
Nah,
because baby be taking off, bro. Babies will take off.
Bro, when I say he like literally, I have to keep my eye like on him because at this point now, bro, like he sees something, and you know, baby's curious, bro. He sees something, and his mind is like, "What is that?" And he'll be gone, and I'll look up and then look back down, and he be way all across the room, like messing with something. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Like we have like some drawers where we have like the little lighters for like candles and stuff. Man, I'm like cooking, and he's like in the living room watching TV, playing with toys and stuff. I'm like cooking and stuff, not even really paying attention. Bro, all I hear behind me is a drawer just slam shut. And he got a lighter in his hand. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. Like,
how this happen?
Like, nah, man. But it's like a bittersweet thing with it too, because it's like now he know he can walk and get wherever he wants to. He don't even want to be picked up. I was like, dang, you don't even want to.
You need independence. Now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Yeah. So it's fun to watch, though, man. Like, just the growth. It happens so fast. Like the curiosity that they have is kind of like, man, it's inspiring, kind of.
I'm about to say, and that's just gonna deepen as they age.
So it's like making sure that, you know, like I say, just instilling those morals and principles, man, but still letting them be human.
You
know what I'm saying, and not taking that away from them. That's like a big thing. Like that curiosity is a big thing, and if you like really look at it, bro, it's like inspiring. It's like nothing can break that. Like if they want to see, they like have to know. You know what I'm saying? And if people just kept that curiosity, man, the world would be crazy.
That's a bar.
That brings me to I got two questions for you. Number one, and then I ask you the second one. What advice would you give? Because this Transfer Experience podcast, like, what advice would you give to expecting fathers, like people that's, you know, maybe 1 month in or 6 months in? What's something that you can give to everybody else that's listening, that's expecting a child, like, as a father? Like,
man, go to sleep, bro. Like,
get it when you can.
Like
they say, sleep when the baby sleep.
Like if your baby here, sleep when the baby sleep for sure. But if the baby ain't here yet, go to sleep, bro. Like if you not at work and you at home, go to sleep. Just take a nap.
That feeds into like when you sleep a lot, they say, "Dang, baby, you got a baby on the way." You ever heard that?
Yeah.
That like that's a saying. Like when you sleep a lot, they be like, "Oh, he must got a baby on the way."
I've heard that one before.
Yeah, you heard that one. Yeah.
And I always thought about that, but I think that's like one of those things where it's like when your body knows, so it starts
that's
like
crazy.
preparing you for that. But
that would make me scared when I be sleeping alive. Like,
yeah, well, I mean, but you do that with depression too, so it's.
I was about to say,
that's not the only thing that can happen. But,
hey, our bodies have been depressed. My bad.
Like, but nah, man, like go to
yeah.
sleep, bro. Go to sleep, and like if you already have a kid, man, just like one, be in the moment, and two, just be patient.
Is there anything
they don't
like
know.
to prepare yourself? Just sleep is the preparation, or is there anything like mentally, spiritually, or something like that you can give to a expecting father that can put them in the space that, you know?
Not really, bro, because everybody different.
Yeah.
I asked my dad whenever I first found out, or whenever Emery was like right about to be born.
Yeah, I want to hear that. Yeah, what happened? Yeah.
Well, I asked him, I was like, you know, you got any advice? Like, I don't know, dog. Like, you had 6 kids. Like, I'm about to have one, and I'm a nervous wreck. Like, yeah. I don't know, you know, what to do.
But you did this 6 times?
Yeah. And, you know, he was like, man, honestly, I can't really give you advice on like who to be as a parent. Mm-hmm. He was like, but just, I took what my dad gave me and just made sure that I did better than that. And he was an awesome dad. And he was like, all I ask for you to do is to be better than I was to you so that he can be better than you are to him.
Yep.
That spoke volumes.
Makes sense.
He was awesome. You know what I'm saying?
Just
like,
keep building upon it.
That's it. Like, either be as good or better than I was as a dad. Yeah. So if you a dad and you didn't have a dad, just go with your gut. Like your intuition gonna tell you what you need to know in that moment.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. How far removed you think you are from having a child?
Me?
Yeah.
2 years.
Okay.
Yikes.
For sure.
How about you?
5 minimum.
That sounds about right.
I'm probably gonna have one of the next 2.
Willingly.
Willingly.
5 minimum.
I'm talking about willingly.
Minimum?
Mm-hmm. Willingly 2 years.
Yeah.
Accidental?
Well,
oh no. But willingly for sure 2 years.
Yeah, I'm a little.
Yeah, I thought the same thing, man.
Well, you caught it.
Pretty removed.
I wasn't supposed to have a kid till I was 30.
I'm trying to make it there.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. I'm
3 years early.
Yeah.
Bro, after I hit 25 with no kids, I ain't gonna lie to you. I tell people this all the time. I thought I would have had kids by 25, at least 2.
Bro, you know.
No, I just thought I would have slipped up like that. Honestly, but like,
you know what the thing that I hated the most whenever I found out I was having a kid, bro, is when you'd be like, man, I don't know, like it was like we weren't trying to have a kid, you know what I'm saying? People be like, well, you know how it came, you know how it happened, you weren't trying. It's like no.
I was gonna say that's the funniest thing. Like, I honestly, out of everybody I know with a kid, I've only known one couple that like was purposely trying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I know like 2.
I'm like, that'd be the funny thing. It's kind of like life, and then you kind of just embrace it and deal with it.
It's like, you know how kids come about, but it's just like you can't even pinpoint like when it happened. It's just like, nah, it happened how it happened.
But like, think about it. Once it hit though, like when it's with a good person that you trust, because we didn't even talk about this yet, almost at the time. But when it happened with somebody that you trust, like, because you love the woman, the mother of your child,
for sure,
your girlfriend, your fiance. When it happened with somebody that's like, okay. You know, like, it's just like,
nah, that could add, you know, to the anxiety too, like who you have.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when it's like that, it's like, okay, lock in. This is what we doing.
Yeah, nah, it wasn't even a question.
Yeah, when it ain't even, when it's not a question like that, it's like, I'm in there for sure. Mm-hmm. But when it ain't who you would think it would be, that brings a whole nother.
Yeah.
Now you gotta figure out.
How am I about to?
This ain't even a good person.
How am I about to be there for my kid, but not be there for?
Yeah.
So different.
They got different questions. That's different questions, but ideally, we would want it like that, like with who you want it to be.
But yeah,
no, I'm blessed for sure.
But like, I'm thankful. that parenting stuff, it just seems scary, and it's a lot of work, man. And
I don't think. I got a very optimistic view about parenting. Like, I think it's gonna be so. I'm gonna enjoy it. I am.
I feel like you get. That's why I was talking about fun, like when they get mobile and stuff. Because I feel like once you get to like about one, that's when it starts being a little bit more fun. Cause like they can move around and stuff, rather than it's just like caring for a baby. Just.
But I do have a theory, and I don't want to get deep again. But it's like when you don't have a father that was present in your life, you cherish the moment to be there for somebody else.
Yeah,
you don't look at it like a responsibility. You look at it like, here's my chance. Here's my chance to be something for somebody that I didn't have.
Yeah.
That's why I have such an optimistic view about parenting. I want to be everything that my dad wasn't for me, because he wasn't much of nothing but a nigga in a jail cell. I want to be very present, very, role model for my kid. Yeah. That's why I can't wait for it. And a lot of men feel like that. A lot of black men feel like that. Like, here's my chance to right my wrong. If you got a daddy, so you got a daddy, y'all got father, you look at it like responsibility. Something I need. He's had to do this for me, so this is what I got to do with my kid. Me, I didn't have that. So it's like, let's set that mode right now. You know what I mean? And like, that's why I have such an optimistic view. And I look forward to it. If I would have had that kid at 25 like I thought I would, it'd been like, oh man. But I would have been happy. Like, okay, here go my chance to like make history better for my lineage. And I think a lot of people feel like that. A lot of people that don't have fathers, they look at it like that, which isn't talked about enough. Like a lot of men look at that moment like, okay, here's my chance. So
it's a lot that ain't talked about, man.
And even if you do have a father, maybe he did stuff wrong that you want to do right.
Yeah.
Maybe he did stuff right that you like, I don't know if I feel that, but so it just,
it varies per person.
It varies,
It varies per person. Cause like,
but I did want to say that.
Yeah. So. I don't think it was, like a whole bunch of work. I think it was just a lot of consistent work. It was just consistency. Like you realize like how
the kid gonna be there every day.
bro. It's like there's no days off. Like people talk about that.
He never not gonna be there.
I think about that every day. Like, nah, bro. If you tired, that baby's still there.
It's still there.
If you sleepy, bro, you ain't get but 3 hours of sleep.
Bump that.
And hey, sometimes you don't feel good.
Yeah,
that baby still needs you.
That baby is still running.
And I
around.
think I don't know. I guess because kind of being able to see like my sister go through that day by day and like saying like, dang, it's a Thursday and you still got to do that. Like you got to parent it's like,
bro, it's Sunday. It ain't like everybody rests on Sunday.
And I feel like sometimes people got like a romanticized version of parenting where it's like, oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. It's like that's every single day though. Like you may want to do that one day, then you may want to go to the Kendrick concert the next day. But it's like, that's why I be like, it
sound real good. It's the I ain't gonna say like the worst part or the baddest part because it ain't no like
it's a true labor of love. I think though.
I think the part that like I guess not shocked me the most, but like was hardest for me was the freedom, like not really being able to get up and be like, man, I'm about to go and do XYZ, or I'm about to just move, or I'm about to just do this, or I'm about to just do that. It's kind of like, all right, I want to do this. I'm not gonna be able to do it today, but when can I like get somebody to like watch him? Like something as simple as like going on a date. Like, how are we gonna make this happen to where one, we don't even want to ask nobody to watch him, not because they don't want to, but because I gotta pack up his bed. I gotta like pack up all of this stuff. I gotta make sure he got all of this stuff.
I'm gonna say them bags be different when they young too. That you gotta pack.
It be about 3 of them.
Half a box of diapers. I'm talking about like his little pack and play bed thing. You gotta like break that down, pack that up, like clothes.
Hey, you gotta do that.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy gotta do that.
And bring that down the stairs. Like, it's just.
And bring it back up the stairs.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Put it back up. Put it back up.
Put it back.
Oh, man.
Put it back together.
We taking that everywhere we go. It's in the trunk right now. Like, it's like everywhere we go, it's just like, he got to bring the whole house. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I got a woman, so she bring the whole house too. Like, but daddy, like, man, I'm packing light, like Erykah Badu. Like, I'm just.
That boy got a backpack.
Yeah, I got a backpack with some socks, drawers, and a little top and a hoodie. Like,
essentials.
Yeah,
I'm straight like, essentials at that point.
Yeah, man. Like, it's just. It's different though. Like, it's different, but it gets fun, man.
Yeah, it do.
It gets real fun. He's like hilarious. Babies are like the most hilarious human beings on earth. Because they like so oblivious.
I might say it's that like, innocence. They just don't know.
Yeah, man, they just don't know. But
they just cut though, just straight.
Bro, straight to the point, bro. And he like, he at the point where he just like repeating everything. So he'll say something. I'll be like,
he cussed it.
Did he? That was another thing. You gotta like check yourself. Like after that, like we were in there doing something, and I think I like dropped a knife, and it almost like hit my toe, and I was like, "Oh shit!" He was like, "Shit!" I was like, "Whoa!"
What did you say?
No, sir. But I'm like laughing, and he's smiling, and I'm like,
I
know you don't understand that. Yeah, I don't want you doing that.
Yeah. But you picked that up from me, though.
Yeah, like, and I can't do nothing but be mad at myself. I can't be mad at you.
I showed him that.
Yeah, but man, I'm like, every day I'm like, man, let me make sure I'm on my P's and Q's, or if I say something crazy, I like make sure I ain't around them. Like, it's just. But it's fun, man. He's hilarious, man. He's hilarious.
But see, that's what I said. I know you're getting to that fun part where it's just fun, like when they just like that and they can starting to talk now. Like he walk in and.
Oh yeah, his favorite word.
See, that's the part I'm looking forward to. I know that first year gonna be a true labor of love, but once you get to that, when they kind of walking and they can talk a little bit now,
and you get a little bit of gratitude. Even in that first year, you get a little bit of gratitude because they get to the point where they like start like hugging you. Or like you pick them up and they like wrap their arms around your neck and be like, all right, I know you love me. You know what I'm saying? I know I was mad about not getting no sleep, but this feels good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, like real unconditional love type stuff. But he's like, man, he's just hilarious, man. He like, his favorite word is booty right now.
Booty.
Oh my God.
How you put that together?
I don't even know. I think whenever his mom is bathing him, she be like, all right, now it's time to get the booty. And he be like,
booty.
I was like the loudest laugh. I be like, bro, I really don't want you to just randomly say
But
this.
It's funny, like, what they catch and what they don't catch. It's like, why you ain't catch nothing? I didn't.
Empowerment.
Yeah. Hey.
Strength.
I've been speaking life into you, but booty is the word you want to.
And I'm talking about he, like, wake up in the morning and he'll, like, look around and be like, booty. And I'll be like, bro.
Like, okay, time to get up.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning, boy. If you don't lay down somewhere.
What are you talking about, booty, man? Yeah. Come on, man.
That's like, funny.
It's hilarious, man. But it's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful.
Oh, parenting.
Do you look forward to having kids, Ed? As talking as two people with kids?
I'm looking forward to it one day.
See, I don't. Okay.
I guess I'm removed from it still.
I ain't gonna put my opinion on this, but I want you to be excited for
I'm not there yet. It's gonna take me more time to get there.
Nah,
is it gonna take more money?
It's not for everybody, money? And a lot of people just know when they like are maturity wise ready. Like you can be a grown man and be mature as a grown man, but
I ain't gonna lie.
Being a father mature is different because then you got to check yourself. Like you got to check your ego.
Yes.
Every day. When you wake up.
I think it is time for me to have kids. I say that. It is time for me to have kids.
Okay.
I'll be 30 this year or next year. 20.
It ain't the age.
It's not an age, but no, it's a mentality thing. But like I'm ready to like have another piece of me. and bring them up in this world. But I'm ready for that mentally. Like I'm ready to like teach. I'm ready to like nurture. Because I'm a very nurturing person, but like I'm very much so ready to nurture. Yeah. But the hold up, go ahead.
No. What's your hold up?
The hold up is the partner.
That's important.
That's a great.
You need one of those.
Yeah. Hey, some could say.
Hold that down.
That might have been the hold up the last 3 years. I'm just say that. Yeah. Well, I don't got no sound effect for that, but because if I had the right one, it would have been happened. Yeah. But hey, transferable TEP. Yeah. But like, I got more when it didn't happen by accident. To be real with y'all. And I realized I was able to like kind of control this in a way. I got more like intentional, like So now I'm very much more intentional. Like like I wanted to have it, but I want it to be the right way. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm at. But what you about to say?
That's the right way to be.
That's what I'm trying to be. Trying. But 2 years though. Give me 2 years. I might have me a little one. 2 years. Hey, what killed me the most is the first day of school pics. I love the 2 times in a year that make me want to have kids is the first day of school and Halloween, bro. I don't know why. And those like 3 months apart, 2 months apart. But
that was pretty close to each other.
But I just love seeing the first day of school pic with the kids, and I love seeing the Halloween pictures. Like,
see, you are further along than me. I don't have those moments. I just ain't there. I just know myself, man. Being honest, I ain't there.
I ain't judge. But like, I've always loved those pictures. Like, man, that's so cute. Like, man, look, But
nah, they ain't never got me. Like even now.
Yeah, I see them.
Nah, but what used to get me is if like I was around somebody's kid and they were like really lovable. Like,
what? I don't think it really hit until your people start having kids.
Nah, because my people been having kids, and I was like, they kids. No disrespect to my family, they kids wasn't it. And that was like birth control in itself. But my sister, when my sister first had her kid. Bless you. My sister first had her kid, man. She was so like just adorable, bro, and like sweet, man, and like just man, I was just like, wow, like you created this? Yeah, like, this is like, wow, this is how everybody started. And then she started growing up, man, and she like was very adventurous and fearless, and I was just like, man, like. This is beautiful, bro. And like even the way my sister is like raising her, is just she's so sweet. She's so like genuine and authentic. Like if she don't want to do something, she gonna be like, nah, I don't want to do that. But she's like very sweet, man. And that when I would see like kids and babies like that, that's what would make me be like, man, it might not even be a bad idea. And then I would check my bank account and be like, no, it's a horrible idea.
Maybe not right now.
It's a bad idea. No, it's okay. But, it would be the old times. But, like, the pictures and stuff, that's, everybody's different, though.
I ain't going to say I see a picture, I just want to go impregnate a woman. I get what you're saying. I see a picture, I'd be like, but when you post your pictures, everybody love the pictures. Yeah. When our other brother posts his daughter, we love the pictures. Yeah. You think it's cute. Yeah. I see the first day of school. I think it's cute.
I'm about to say, I saw a little baby at the football game yesterday. I said, she's so cute.
Hey, do I just say, okay, tonight's the night? Yeah. No. But I see it, I'll be like, man.
I did have one of the moments because I had went.
I'm about to say, come on, man. Everybody get baby fever. I went
box one Friday morning. And I was doing my usual 1-2. And they had like a little baby in there. She was like 4 and she had like little gloves on. See? And they was pink and she was taking them through the drills. I was like, no, it was really going through real drills too. That's why I was really impressed.
She was in that ring.
And I was like, oh, I was like, look at them little gloves. I was like,
you hear that fire on them pads though. He was like, ooh, she vicious.
Because she had to be no older than 4 because she was just getting distracted by me stretching, like, just somebody she didn't know in there. And I was like, oh, look at that little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's exciting too, like the little sports. That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's why I know I want to do it one day. You know, I'm just a little removed.
Well, I mean, that's 2 months out of 10, out of 12. So the other 10 months, I'd be straight.
Yeah, it's baby fever is really real, man. Yeah. I would just say if you ain't ready, don't do it.
But like people, and never mind. I don't want to get too.
But it's gonna happen when it's gonna happen.
I don't want to get too philosophical because that's our purpose.
Yeah.
To repopulate. Mm-hmm. Don't act like it's not. But so
no, it definitely is. I think that it'll happen when it's supposed to happen. Like regardless if you plan it or not, man. Yeah. You tell God your plans, man. He'll laugh at you. Yeah, so
that's true.
It'll. Like I say, 30 was my age that I was like, all right, I'll be okay with it. And it was 27, and I had no job.
Like, I tell people this all the time. I tell the women I mess with this all the time. Like, I am very surprised that it hasn't happened yet. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It sounds like detrimental, but it's like, I'm just surprised it ain't happened yet. Like, But
when it do happen, it's going to be the most random time.
You'll be like, what the hell? Now? Yeah, what the hell?
Like, is this the time that... But it's always like a reason for it. Like it's always something in it that like is definitely a blessing. Yeah. Always.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. No, man. Parenthood is a good thing. Those that listen and that have kids, cherish them. Cherish them. Cherish the moments you get to raise them. Because we've all been raised, and now we out on our own, and we lean on that.
I know that gotta be crazy to see as a parent when you be like, dang, I remember holding that guy. Now he on his own, fully functioning.
Yeah.
But with the holidays coming around, you talk to your mama, you talk to your daddy. They say, I just want my kids here for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want y'all around me because I don't get that like I used to. And you see why? You know, like
my stepdad, man. Anytime he see me, he be like, man. When my stepdad first came in my life, he was like, I was like 10, super short.
Same.
So he like,
about the same time.
He seen me. Like he said, every time he see me, he be like, man, you used to be the shortest person in the family. You used to just be wild, doing all type of stuff. And now like.
Now look at you.
Yeah, man. And it's
you a daddy yourself.
Every time. Yeah, man. And it be making me feel like good because he don't be talking about it in a negative way. It's just like man, I see you.
Yeah, I might say that time, man, it's crazy.
But yeah, if you a parent, man, just be patient with yourself first and foremost.
Yeah.
And as long as you're patient with yourself, man, it'll all fall into place.
That's what I think my greatest shortcoming is as far as that stuff goes, about that whole patience thing and working towards that, being patient.
Yeah, man, you got to be patient. Like if you're not patient with yourself, you're not gonna be patient with your kid. I was never patient with myself. I've always been on the go. Like I need to get this done, or if I ain't do something how I wanted to do it. I'm always like, man, you know better. Like, you can do better than that. You can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, I'm on the opposite end, but I understand what y'all saying. Man. I understand what y'all saying.
You got to be nice to yourself.
But, hey, man, parenting is great, lovable.
I can't wait for us to revisit this episode when we both parents and we going to laugh. I'm like, ha.
I'm going to.
What the hell? What were we talking about?
When y'all have kids, bro, I'm literally gonna be sitting there eating popcorn, dog. Especially you.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna be eating popcorn, bro. Just laughing.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna definitely be one of those guys.
Gonna come in there, bags under his eyes.
Man,
I watch the irony. It's gonna be when it's my time. I'm gonna be super excited and ready and stuff. Like, God dang, you remember when you was acting like you ain't want?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, life, man.
It's a beautiful thing, man. I love being a dad.
Hey,
I
can't wait for that vacation picture. Everybody got their +1
man
on their shoulder or whatever. But you know what I mean. But parenting is good. Thank you for coming here sharing light, man.
For sure, man.
And one thing we don't hear a lot from is just like the young black fathers that's actually in, like you said, active, present. Let people know that like those still exist. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they very much so exist. But
Yeah, tell your baby daddy you appreciate him and buy him something when it's not Father's Day.
Okay. Christmas coming up.
Episode 92.
Take us out there. Y'all got y'all gifts?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
actually,
done.
I'm like tracking it right now.
I'm done. I got everybody everything.
I gotta make sure it come in before she get home.
That's what's up.
I still can't rap. Can y'all rap? Like gifts?
Nah, I just put it in a bag with the
man.
tissue.
My stuff be. I tried.
You know,
I tried 2 years ago.
I do.
Actually, I tried a year ago, but
Bro, put it all in the bag. Throw some tissue in that.
Because I got
put a card.
Yeah, that's the quick one too. But I bought wrapping paper from the dollar, and I still had it, and I kept it in the corner of my apartment. So every year I wrap, like, and you know it's bad, but it's the thought, the gesture, thought. Like, oh, it's terrible, but he wrapped it because it's terrible, but he tried, and you know it's the act of love, man. It's act of love.
I don't think people pay attention to the rapping.
That might just be me. It's a philosophical thing because it's like it's still an act of love, regardless.
I definitely got 2 rolls of wrapping paper in my room.
I'm terrible at it, but and then the wild part is it's even worse because I know the concept of it because I watch so many YouTube videos, but I can't do it. And you got to have it hanging out the edge on both sides, and you like
It's just like book covers. I was bad with book covers.
So I could do book covers. Book covers way easier than rapping
Get
though.
you a bag.
I wasn't good with book. I wasn't good with that.
And some tissue.
That's what I say. It'd be
bag
bad.
and a tissue.
Throw it all in there, bro.
Then it'd be at the Dollar Tree.
Or if it's big enough, just bring the box in there. Boom.
And you can reuse the bag and the tissue.
But yeah, I try every year. It's bad, but
shout out to you, man. Wrapping gifts, man.
I need to wrap some stuff.
All my people definitely getting bags with paper in it.
Yeah, it'd be bad, but it'd be wrapped.
Okay.
Yeah, man. It's been episode
92
on Transferable Experience podcast. Like always, remember to do all the things on all the things and